welcome to Tash and Beck's Flex exploration on location.
Which again is raining. It's obviously the thing, isn't it, for the moment?
It's the thing! Is this as high as it goes, Tash?
I don't know, it's yours.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we are at Buckfast Abbey.
And it's very, very beautiful.
Very beautiful. And
do you give them a little, do you want to have a little?
Ta-da! And we were just saying, weren't we, Tash, how clean it looks.
It looks almost like it's new.
It does look very...
And you know when people say about how they look like they're laser cut? Look at it, it really does look like it's laser cut, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look at it, the perfection and the precision.
Yeah.
It's pretty mad, isn't it?
It wows us every time, doesn't it, Tash?
It does. Sorry, could you just do that little thing on there for me?
I'll do a little thing on there for you,
None
Tash.
of you are that age anymore,
no
so
one
I can't work it out.
No one can see what we're doing, so they're going to wonder what the hell we're up to. This.
There we go.
Absolute nothing. Right, Tash, give us a little bit of spiel on
Do a bit of spiel. So Buckfast Abbey forms part of an active Benedictine monastery of Buckfast. Now, this was part of the church that we saw in Totnes.
Yes.
It's all part of the same
diocese.
Is it diocese?
Yeah, it's kind of like region, religious region.
A religious region. I can't speak today. I'm having one of those funny moments.
Yeah, it's backy day, Tash.
I am, very much so. So in 1882, the site was purchased by a group of French Benedictine monks who refounded a monastery on the site dedicated to St Mary, and the one in Totnes is called St Mary's Church.
Just getting the angle right.
Just getting the angle right. Oh, I can't speak! So Buckfast was formally reinstated as an abbey in 1902, basically. So that's maybe why it looks so...
Yeah, because that's what it's 121 years old.
So let's get to a proper bit of history.
But I think it's very well kept. There's lots of visitors here.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? All of it.
Yeah, I think it's very well attended to.
So basically it was founded in 1018 and it was very small and prosperous apparently, and it is unknown where exactly it was located, and its existence was precarious, especially around the Norman conquest. So there was a Buckfast Abbey, but whether it was here, his history doesn't actually say.
We don't know.
And then in 1134 or 1136, 2 years discrepancy there, the abbey was established in its current position, which is where we are now. And then in 1147, it merged and it became a monastery.
With the Benedictine monks.
With the Benedictine monks. And then in medieval times, the abbey became rich through fishing and trading in sheep wool. By the 14th century, Buckfast was one of the wealthiest abbeys in the southwest of England. Probably one of the only.
I think it's still pretty wealthy.
Yeah, with the old drink.
Even behind us, the gardens are extensive.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
And last time I was here, some years ago, with my mother, we walked through. They had massive lavender gardens, and they make honey, and there's still quite a big.
And the stuff that they drink, was it
mead.
Buckfast?
Mead.
Is it mead?
It's
like a
mead.
cider?
It's
something?
honey mead.
Oh, I see.
It's because they have bees, so you can buy honey, or you. I'm going to angle this better. Honey. Oh, that's better.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, honey it's mead. So they have bees here, and
so it wasn't made out of potato skins, moonshine.
No, potatoes vodka, isn't it?
Oh, is that? Yes, that's right. You get a vodka, don't you?
Yes, that's the roskis.
The roskis, like the vodka. So basically, it had come to own extensive sheep runs up on Dartmoor, 17 manors in central and south Devon, townhouses in Exeter, fisheries on the Dart in the Avon, and a country house for the abbot in Kingsbridge. So very wealthy. Very wealthy indeed. Then the Black Death allegedly killed 2 abbots and many monks. By the mid-1300s, there were few left to maintain the building, some of which collapsed. By the mid-1400s, however, the abbey again flourished. And then by the 16th century, the abbey was in decline. Only 22 new monks were, whatever that word is, tonsured. Is that what happens to them? Tonsured. There's obviously some Catholic ceremony that they do. Between 1500 and 1539, and at the time of the abbey's dissolution, because they obviously all got thingy down, didn't they? In 1539, there were only 10 of them left.
So that was King Henry VIII.
Yeah. So basically, it went into the. When did it go into the dissolution? I think it was around 1539.
Yeah.
And after that, it was 1.5 tons of gold, gilt and silver from the treasures of the abbey were delivered to the Tower of London, and the site was granted to the king, who later granted it to others, including William Petre, the Secretary of State, and Sir Thomas Deanies in Devon, who had married Don's sister Elizabeth and was Chamberlain of the household of the Cardinal Wolsey. So after the dissolution, so basically they're saying
It was given to the crown, given to the government, all the gold. It was basically stripped.
And then this was given back to the people.
But when we see asset stripping and sort of, I don't know.
Yeah, so it was stripped of all the assets and it was reduced to ruins by 1561, and then in the 1800s the site was purchased by a local mill owner, Samuel Berry, and he basically constructed a Gothic style Tudor. This is why we say it looks modern, because it is. It's 1800s.
So that's 1800s, and is that other bit?
That bit looks older, doesn't it? Yeah, go around and...
This bit here with the grey, oh, that looks older.
It does, doesn't it?
Than this bit here, which is what was built in the
1800s. So
the Gothic era.
Yeah, the Gothic house is constructed on the site of the Abbey's former west cloister. The only piece of the former Abbey to escape demolition was some of the outer buildings, which were retained as farm buildings, and the tower of the former Abbot's lodgings, which I'm thinking is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the official
narrative. Can we run inside, because it's raining? Right, this is us running. Da, da, da.
Is that Annika Rice?
Oh yes,
we just got off the helicopter.
Look, I will make it my Annika Rice leggings.
2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Come on. Someone dead. I thought it might have been a funeral, but it's just atmospheric. Wow, look at this place. Oh, you can hear the noise. That's brilliant, isn't it? Wow. Do you think they're wheelchairs? They are, aren't they?
There they are, with the windows. Where's the other organ pipes?
Some there, look. Some there, some there, some there, some there, some there.
Yeah, so here, organ pipes.
So that's like there's, oh my god, there's little column bits up there. Why can't we walk up there? I bet you're not allowed to walk along there, but why not? You see that?
Yeah, so there's a corridor up there running along the top.
Run along.
Yeah.
The organ pipes, don't they?
Yeah, maybe.
Are they trumpets?
Where? Oh yeah. I'm trying to get this. Yeah, they're like trumpets.
Yeah, should we make it bigger?
Can't see it now.
What we'd have to do is maybe, and then we can zoom. So you have to think about that's it. If you do.
Oh.
There you go. There's the organ pipes.
So there's organ pipes along the side here. And you'd have your choir here, wouldn't you? Choir's there, pipes up there.
And that's both sides.
Both sides, and then you've also got the big organ at the back up there, and these little horn things.
Horns, yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, in many ways, it's more basic than a church in the fact that there's not many extra bits. It's very like...
Less windows in a way.
It's very there.
Look how small the stained glass are.
On those ones?
Yeah.
And they look modern.
Yeah, and usually, is this because this was built in 18 whatever? Yeah. So it hasn't got opposite windows that are the same across the room. Do you understand what I mean?
Absolutely.
To
I
build the
think this was built a long time ago, or whenever they reason you're not allowed to walk up there.
Only the choir, probably. The choir only in this area. What?
Oh, is that holy water? Don't know about that.
It looks like we
We
need.
put our tadpoles in there.
My tadpoles are all dead.
Rebecca! Mine are getting legs.
Can't say all my tadpoles.
Oh, that green. Yes, it
Yes,
is.
they
so
are.
that's a, is it onyx or something?
I can't.
Lovely, isn't it?
I don't know. It looks
But
like
they're definitely
but they're
stone,
proper
they're not
stones. No, they're not plastic. But we don't have any cheap plastic here at Buckfast Abbey.
Oh, feel this. No, that feels fake.
Oh, it feels
That feels like fake. That's fake. That's not big sandstones. It's not.
It looks like cheap, moulded.
That's not real sandstone. What's that?
It feels very fake.
It looks like it is because look, if you're looking up it, there's no groove in there. It's not real.
Look at that bit. Can they see that?
This here is painted on. This isn't real round. It's not, is it?
No. It's like it's moulded.
That's what about.
It hasn't been.
It's even worse there. Look, it's just painted.
Turn that round.
This has just been painted on. Look, you can really see it here. So you see the plaster underneath?
And this bit, you can see where the mould hasn't made the brick properly. So this is all fake, we are discovering.
God, that's why it looks modern. Can I take this one leg? It's very ballet. What's
That's the baptismal font.
that? Okay.
When you get baptised. Oh, it's gone very quiet.
There's an enclosure there, which is strictly private, not just public. Oh yeah. Yes. No, we've been down here.
It's halfway down here, the Holy Cross altar. We've got in between the two red candles on the altar. You'll see, and Sir Thomas More's hair shirt is in there.
Is there?
Yes, and on the right-hand side,
Yep.
there's a wooden stand there with two bits of card in there. Take one of those, and the big one's got all the writing.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And then we got the big stained glass window in the Blessed Sacrament at the end. Right in the end, around the corner. You can go in.
Okay.
Okay, can I just say,
Yeah.
I'm a descendant of Thomas More.
I'm going to go and look at his hair.
I've had it.
Do you see his hair?
There's a hairy vest he used to wear. I've seen it before.
Can I just quickly say whilst we're here,
But that's weird.
going up to the, don't know how to do it.
Turn around.
I think the bricks are fake as well.
Well, look at them. Because.
Oh,
Oh, thanks, Tash.
I think they're fake as well. What do you do?
I don't know. I think everything's fake these days. It's all
It's-
like warm to
It's
touch.
made, isn't it?
Doesn't
Yeah.
feel like stone.
It's not stone, is it? It's plaster of Paris.
It's plaster of Paris. Right, let's go and find this hairy shirt.
Very modern. Isn't it? The door. Remember what it was like in Totnes? The doors
Yeah.
are stunning, weren't they? And really old. Doesn't that just looks like it's been? It looks like a theatre set. Look at it.
There's the organist at work. Behind me.
Oh, it's very good, isn't it?
He's very good. He's got a practice to his playing right.
I thought it was a little tape What is this colouring in business? It's like someone's just got a Sharpie.
It's very old, isn't it?
I'm quite like, I'm a bit uniformed, but not uniformed. You get a
Too
little midget
clean as
one.
well, they're too clean. Look at the grouting, it's white.
It's weird. Oh my god.
It looks like those ones that have been painted, you know.
Doesn't it?
No, the floor's not very old either.
The floor's like a Spanish hotel.
Yes, we had in the Spanish hotel.
Now this does that look old? I don't want to touch it.
Why?
Because I don't want to touch his hand. No.
I'll touch it.
Couldn't.
I'll hold his hand. Oh, it's very cold.
So that's iron.
That's cold.
And this, would you say this is old? No, I don't know. Yeah, it is.
Well, it could be original.
So this is definitely new.
Okay, so this is the modern bit.
Please do not walk around or talk in this chapel, nor use flash photography. So we can go in there, but we're not allowed to walk around or talk, so should we just open it? We'll just see what feel we get in here.
Oh, it smells.
I'm sorry, but that's a really unattractive stained glass window. I've never seen anything quite so gruesome. Look at this, it's disgusting.
Well, they're not real. Well, they are stained glass windows, but you know what I mean. They're modern.
They look like the playgroup have done them.
But
Don't
it's
they? It's like a school
the
project.
purposing of the stained glass window is no longer what it was. Is it?
It's quite ugly
Oh, it's very bulky.
and grotesque.
It's chunky. It's not.
It's like an art exhibition. Christ, what are these for? So when you go into confession, you go, no, no.
Yes. Do that again, Tash.
You go into confession, no, I didn't do it, it wasn't me. Come out of here and then I go, oh, everything's good now.
Forgive me, Father. Yeah, for a bit. Have you never been to confession, Tash? Oh, you've missed such an exciting thing. I used to make things up because I hadn't really done anything when I was a little girl.
Square.
I used to go, I stole an apple, and I hadn't. But I couldn't think of anything.
So who's this ancestor of yours? Him?
No, that's not Thomas More. He used to hang out with Henry VIII, but he wouldn't he wouldn't leave Rome. He wouldn't. That's a little box.
Those so things, so.
Yeah, this is
This
plaster.
is staged, isn't it?
This is plaster of Paris, guys.
I thought it was all sandstone.
Yeah, we can't find the hairy vest. I've seen it before. It's very boring.
Oh, is it?
But he wore it as a penance under his clothes. So those are just little praying areas on
Yeah,
it.
none of this is gold either, so it's just a paint.
It's all paint, or it'll be gold leaf, but it won't be solid gold. But yeah, anyway, Thomas More wouldn't fall in with Henry VIII, so he was hung, drawn and quartered. Allegedly.
Why is his vest hairy?
Because it was agony to wear, so he wore it every day under his clothes.
That's like a stronger person.
Well, like as a penance for his sins. Yeah, like self-flagellation, but in garment form.
I might get
what I
myself a
mean?
pair of knickers like that.
I'm going to get
Got
some
my
bar-
hairy knickers on.
boy knickers. Yeah,
Just hairy, would it?
hairy.
So should we have a little look around the outside of the building then? Bex?
If it
Okay,
stopped
yeah,
raining,
exactly.
I can see the sun. I think it's sunny.
We're going-
We're going
Let's
outside.
just see whether the outside.
It's plaster of Paris.
See again, Bex, the doors. There's nothing old about these either. They're not even 1800 really. So do they? They don't
No.
feel.
It's just,
It's
like,
just-
as we said, Totnes, all the doors, you could just tell that they were really,
So much older,
really
wasn't
ancient.
it?
Yeah.
It had so much of an old.
Oh.
It's a shame. Oh,
It's very bright out here.
it's a shame we can't go. It's like
Can we go in that really old bit, Tash?
yeah, and you.
What does that feel like?
It's definitely real. This is real stone.
Yes,
So,
cold.
yeah,
you know.
totally different. I mean, it's not sandstone. No, this is sandstone, isn't it? Is this sandstone?
This is, I don't know.
That's
Tash,
granite.
I'm not a geologist.
That's granite and this is sandstone. That's how sandstone should feel.
So the inside,
This, I don't think this is particularly real.
it feels warm again and weird.
And look how like neat.
Very odd.
But this bit does. So as you get round to this bit, it does. This bit does feel sort of more solid.
Are we out on the
Sitting there with our mallets, just malleting the walls, just
chipping bits off
to check their
to
bits.
experiment
So
on?
shall we zoom in up onto the tower?
Yep.
Because that again looks really modern. Those like
Shutters. They look like
Yeah.
shutters.
that you get in the Mediterranean. Now, why would they be up there? Do you think?
I don't know.
And they don't fit with it either, do they?
Well, it's kind of like, yeah, black shutters.
And why? What would need to be shut out if it's genuinely just where the bell goes? That's what those bits are they? The bell towers?
Yes, that would be the bell tower.
So
but
you were saying about those.
yeah, no, I can't remember the shape now. Above those shuttered areas,
So
there's
the
a
things
little
that always look a bit like a flower, don't they?
four-petaled flower. That's what it looks like.
And you think that's what's connected to the photons?
Well,
That's what
I
you've
saw a
read.
picture
Mhm.
on a podcast, and it was a light proton.
Which is what you were talking about in a video we did a while ago, wasn't it?
Well,
To do with the
light
stained glass windows?
protons and light protons keep coming up. Tash, is that back to normal size-wise? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was one of those, and it's called a quatrefoil or quatra something.
So the four, it's got the quad.
It's got quad in it for
Yeah.
the 4 petals, but so then I thought, oh, those flowers everywhere that we see in the buildings,
In churches.
it must be. Is it? Not it must be, but is it a depiction of a light proton? So I'm going to find that picture, and
We'll add it.
I'll
We'll put it on
put it
Discord.
somewhere, put it on Discord so we can waffle about it on there.
Because it's just weird, the shapes of the bricks as well, aren't they? There's a random little bit up there, just like there's a couple of really tiny ones. It's ununiform, but in a uniform way. It's like it's been
It's
made,
just strange brickwork.
isn't it? So incredibly uniform because it looks like it repeats itself, but it's ununiformed in in what it repeats, if that makes sense.
In its patterning.
Yeah, so you could probably divide it into sections of 4 and you'd see a pattern. It's just quite weird.
I mean, the most thing that just strikes me, you know, when we did the wattle, we talked about the crystal windows, and it was all about how they had to be opposite and exact and all of
Yes.
this. There's just not much on the windows inside this.
So right,
That's
this
that
bit
modern
here is the
bit.
modern bit. Now this looks more modern than that, and that's saying something because this was probably built in the 60s
Well,
or the 70s.
look at this. Yes, you mean in terms of the stonework?
Yeah, that looks older than the stonework on that. This looks strange. I don't know what it is.
The bottom part looks.
Yeah,
old.
it's like there's bits of foundation there, isn't there?
Yeah, the bottom. Look at that bit down there. But then you go up to here, and it.
No, it looks
But
old
it's the
again
way
there.
it feels, guys. Very strange. In areas, does it, Tash?
Especially inside. I mean,
Especially
inside, I would say, to me, that is almost like a mock.
It looked all wobbly and weird.
Like they've made it for as a theatre, like a prop, like it's been prop made. So how much of the history is true, and how much of, you know, what really is it? I mean, when you look at the place further back, there's a lot of copper roofs, isn't there? So there's obviously energy
Harvesting.
of some sort that's been used. We'll go around and look at the. Should we push pause and we'll go around and look at the other bit?
Yeah, we've seen a bit, guys. Right, guys, we're just noticing that up here you've got 3 of those little flowers in that tower, the flower shape that we were talking about up the side there.
And they've been like concreted in, would you say?
Yeah,
Filled in.
but they've been filled in. They've been filled
And
in.
then again, this just looks so weird.
This front bit. Yeah, we said we thought it looked very clean when we got here,
So the
but
first thing we
actually,
saw, we
you're
thought,
sort of
wasn't it?
thinking,
Look
yeah,
at these tiny windows.
yeah, really small.
I mean, what would
Well,
they
they
be?
were just for arrows. You could just
Ah,
fit
they
your
could
arrow through.
fit.
But this outbuilding, you see, this to me looks this looks old.
Monastery, yes, it does.
You know,
So it's
and
looking
look at
official
those.
literature that the outbuildings and the farm buildings weren't destroyed.
Right, so this is original then.
So this and this.
Well, it looks original to me.
so pretty.
But yeah, and then this is the older part of the.
Where they lived, like their apartments,
Yeah.
if you like.
Yeah. beautiful actually. So that's, we can't get in there, can
You
we?
can go in that bit, yeah. Should we go and
Shall we
look?
just have a little pee-pee? A little...
And you see the sandstone here down there?
Well, let's feel it, because this is all about feel. How
Well,
does
look,
it
you can see. So different.
Yeah, it's less smooth, it's colder.
I mean,
It's just got texture.
it is a
Well,
warm
look, you can
stone.
see where the grout
Yeah.
is.
Whereas in the other one, it was a coloured line, like a black.
Well, it was smooth as well. There was no differentiation.
Yeah, what's in here?
Oh, I'm scared. What's in there, Tash?
Then it's really modern in here. Look at the beams in that. What? This place is weird.
Unless they've sort of renovated odd bits.
This is like really modern in here, isn't it? Let's have a look at it. Honestly, that's of the actual abbey there.
And that's all 1900, 1910,
See, it
19...
looks older allegedly here when these were taken, which is 6 than it does now,
The front,
doesn't it?
yeah.
And like, oh look, that's them renovating it. Right, okay. No, so all of that is allegedly still there. What I just think doesn't feel very real.
It's very smooth in that
This is
picture. The bell
1936.
rings. Looks like it looks now all smooth.
Yes,
here.
compared to that one.
Yes. How very odd. Look at the big bell there, bringing the bell in.
The monk's haircut.
Bizarre.
Since 1936.
Each bell was blessed.
I mean, I just
for
wondered.
protecting
Here, look,
us.
you can see the things there.
Yeah, so there's the, whatever, I can't remember the name, guys. If anyone knows the name of this shape, and it is sacred geometry, that's what I'm getting at. It's,
Yes,
it was,
yeah.
and it's something to do with light protons, but because screenshot it at the time.
And I suppose this again, I mean, could all be created. This
Well,
is-
of course,
just because
we
it's
know
a
that
picture,
any
we
image,
don't know
yeah.
that this is real.
No.
You know, we know that it's a very sophisticated. Oh look, is this a giant size replica of the bellum?
Oh, is that how big it is? Let's get a picture of you and the bell. Is that your big bell end, Tash, that you like to
I like a big thing on.
rub against?
I think
Nice.
my left side's down.
We all need a lifesaver, Tash.
Odd feeling in here then.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to feel old, and it feels about as modern as you can get.
I think probably the oldest things here
What about that door?
are the trees, if I'm honest with you. Look at that one, that looks really old.
That does look old, doesn't it?
Yeah, but okay, so let's inspect this door, bearing in mind we did Totnes.
It's not old. Again, it's theatrical.
Wow, look, you can sort of see.
See where they try to distress it. And look at
It's
look at
crazy.
It's not real.
It's not
not
that's
genuine.
not even metal, Tash.
It's props.
Oh, someone will answer the door.
Hello.
Hello, can I help you? Yeah,
there any rocks in
it
here?
just has a very, very different vibe about it.
It is.
That's metal.
That's heavy.
That's metal. Yeah. But this is.
It's like they've distressed it.
Wait, it's got rust in it,
That is.
but it's not like wrought iron like down at St Mary's, is it? Go again.
Right, should we just see if we can peek round this side bit?
We're peeping around the sun.
How many minutes? What are we going to do? About half an hour-ish?
Where are we at?
Nearly there. 29, yeah.
We don't want to bore you, poor darlings.
Poor fuckers.
Yeah.
Why would they have cows on there?
Because well, it's deer, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, they've
Deer.
got anticles. Anticles? Anticles.
Anticles. They've got anticles. Anticles is a cute name. But yeah, deer around here.
True, I thought it was a cow.
So probably. a
Again,
deer.
it's old, but I don't think it is old. It's weird. I can't. That the turret there.
It's old but very neat.
The turret's
That
old.
bit's old, and that bit's not so old, I feel.
Even that bit stuck on there isn't. But that bit is. The turret
So
itself.
the middle bit,
This and this. Because
either
that window,
side,
that's not an old window.
with the black round it. No.
No.
So it's a
And-
hodgepodge. What we've got is a hodgepodge.
But that is definitely old. That little tower. It's before Buckfast Abbey vehicles only.
Look at us like caged animals, Tash. Help! Help!
Let me out.
Help us! Yeah, I mean, it's all rather a surprise. Were you expecting that, Tash?
No.
I wasn't.
What about that door?
Well, again,
You can buy this now to have your mock Victorian flooring.
I've got this in my front porch.
I don't know, it's something not.
That's metal again.
That's metal.
Sorry, I'm knocking on doors. I'm scared someone's going to answer.
The monastery guest master might come.
The monastery guest master. Oh, he sounds fun.
Should we see what he wants to do? That's plastic.
Yeah, that's plastic. You can hear it's plastic. How odd, but then that.
No, that feels real. The sandstone feels real there. What an extraordinary place, but like, look at the trees, like Beck said.
Yeah, the trees are
There's
the oldest
clearly
thing
some
here.
serious history here.
Beautiful
but how
chestnut
much
there.
of the history is true? And because, you know, if the landscape, if you like, is created for our pleasure or for our entrapment, whatever you want to call it, you know, you've got to wonder sometimes, is the landscape, you know, was it just created with a backstory?
Well, I have a differing opinion on that. I don't think it is an AI. I think we have a natural living world here with an overlay
That is on
of
top.
corrupted overlay. So that anything that's from nature or
But this
belongs.
lot isn't,
No.
is it?
I mean
But this.
I agree with you, Tash, that history is not what it's been written to be at all. And things like this, where we stumble across, well, actually, parts of this look very. I mean, it could be renovation.
But why would you still not use real stone?
Money.
Why would you use theatrics? Yeah, but what you get, so that means things like 100 years ago they had good theatrics if they built it. They reckon they redid it. So it just
I
proves
see
the
what
whole
you're
prop
saying.
thing's always been, do you know what I mean? We meant to be Victorian and not able to
It
do
would
stuff
have
like
been,
that.
well, it was 18 something.
Yeah,
It was really.
so in theory then we didn't have that kind of technology,
No,
could we? We wouldn't have been able to
those
build,
building materials.
and we wouldn't have had the, no,
allegedly.
and we wouldn't have had the we wouldn't have had the need to do the so-called prop stage because they didn't really do that sort of thing.
But when you said about the stripping of the goods there in 15 bloody blah, is it 15?
Yeah, 1500.
You know, that smacks to me of reset, you know, of a kind of...
Rejigging it.
Rejigging it.
But I suppose the whole thing is, like you say, with history, it's just we don't know the real timeline of history.
No, we don't know the timeline.
And everything, I believe, has always been here. So the fakery is probably could have
That's
been
the
done at any
overlay.
point. Yeah, it could have been done at any
But
point.
it could have been done at any point, and we don't know in history.
And because
where...
in history we think we didn't have anything 100 years ago, that's just bollocks. So it could have been done very easily back then.
But wow, well, I loved the organ playing in there.
Yeah, I actually thought
It
I
does
thought it was
have-
going to be a funeral. I have to say.
I was scared to go in. But I have to say that I didn't expect. I don't know. I felt it. I felt the vibration. I expected it to feel more.
The music was vibrational,
Yeah, the music
but the
was
rest of it
lovely.
wasn't.
No, the rest of it was a bit
But
dead.
they definitely had some kind of cinematics
I
in there.
felt more vibes at Totnes.
Much more, as in old world or whatever.
Of something
Yeah.
old. Yeah, this
And
felt,
energy.
Yeah,
There's no energy in here. It's,
No.
it's like a clean. It's like it's clinical,
And where were the stained glass windows in there?
and it was a bit clinical in
Really
there.
small, clinical. In fact, we were approached by that guy. It's obviously this is a little touristy.
Yeah.
Come in and see this. And so it is a little bit theatre-y.
Yeah. Interesting. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little tourist.
I wanted you to put the hairy vest on and suffer like your ancestor.
Well,
Very upset.
You have to knit me one. I think it was horsehair. If I remember correctly, it was a horsehair vest, and he wore it under his clothes as a punishment. You know, as a sort of penance.
Repent.
To God for being. But you know, I don't know whether I'm happy or sad about being allegedly related.
Allegedly
to
related to a character.
But yes, but it was used against us as children if we didn't like being Catholic because he died for us and all of that. There's all that stuff that
But it's
goes
like
on.
I'm like related to Robert the Bruce.
Yeah.
You know, we all seem to have this
Yes.
ancestry that goes, and we
Yeah.
all end up being to like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, but did you get emotionally blackmailed for being for Robert the Bruce?
No, all I used to get told was, "You do know you're related to Robert the Bruce." I'd be like, "Oh, great."
I hope you like haggis, Tash. That's all I can
No.
say. Otherwise, you're letting down your
There's
ancestors.
not a lot very Scottish. Well, I am very Scottish
I like
in ancestry, but there's not very much Scottish
Kendal
about
mint
me.
cake.
Where?
No, that's what I like.
Oh, I love Candleman cake.
But that's in Scotland. Where?
Not quite. It's on the Lake District, on the border. It's the last bit of England.
So that's
it's
not
from
even
no.
bollocks.
That's why you confused me. So you can get that from like Lake Coniston and
Yeah.
on the border. There might be a Scottish version.
Oh, well,
true.
I thought it was Scottish. I got that wrong.
Interesting that there's a little Methodist church there that was
How
erected
weird,
in 1881. This, do you know what this feels like? Village.
A little commune,
a
maybe.
little village of something, and I don't think it was. Well, I don't believe in religion anyway. I think religion was created as part of the deception.
Oh, it's definitely part of the overlay. Yeah.
So could this have been like?
Because there's loads of land.
Why would you have a Methodist church with a abbey?
Yeah,
And they
very
meant to
odd.
be anti each other.
Well, yes, it was Protestant and Catholic.
And it's got alleged church. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff to it. I wonder what it really was. What was it really?
What was it really? That's the
That's
question.
what we'll leave.
asking.
Shall we leave that with you
Leave
guys?
that cliffhanger in the air. What is it